This man never imagined that if his clothes were stained with blood, he would transform into Santa Claus on Christmas Day. No matter how severe his injuries were, he could instantly heal. The 14-year-old boy, who had only just begun to laugh maniacally, transformed into Santa Claus, a figure who had long since disappeared. At first, Shirori was chasing Sanda with a knife, but just as things seemed dire, a girl stepped in to stop the violent scene. In the end, Shirori left behind one sentence: she would definitely kill Sanda by the end of the day. However, Sanda was particularly good at imagining things. He took Shiori's threats as a confession of love. After all, they were not only deskmates but had also been class officers together for 8 months. Sanda thought Shirori was just too shy, and that's why she got her confession wrong. When Sanda's best friend heard about this, he told Sanda not to overthink it because no one confesses with a knife in hand. Additionally, ever since Shiori's friend passed away, her mental state had never been the same. Soon, Christmas Day arrived. The weather was unusually cold, but strangely, Sanda didn't want to wear a sandiet. He felt that he was naturally resistant to the cold. But as a snowflake fell, Sanda suddenly felt a sharp pain in his heart, something that had never happened to him before. And every time he looked at Shirori, the pain would worsen. Sanda thought it must be the feeling of falling in love. After school, even though Sanda wasn't feeling well, he still attended the class officer meeting because he was waiting for Shirori to confess to him. But instead, Shirori just reached out and asked for an eraser. Sanda didn't think much of it and handed her the eraser without a second thought. At this point, all the conditions had been met. On a snowy Christmas, showing care to a child at the risk of one's own safety and giving the child what they wanted were the conditions to break the curse. All that was left was for Sanda to wear a red outfit, and then he would transform into Santa Claus because Sanda was the descendant of Santa Claus. He had always kept this a secret, which was why he refused to wear red athletic gear. Now, Shirori forced him to wear the red outfit, but Sanda stubbornly refused. So, Shirori had no choice but to take out the knife again. Since the color of blood was also red, it wasn't long before Sanda fell to the ground. Shirori then made her wish. Her good friend Ichi hadn't died, but had suddenly disappeared 6 months ago. Shirori hoped Santa Claus would find Ichi. She missed Ichi dearly and hadn't seen her for a long time. Sanda always thought the family curse would be sealed in his generation, and he didn't even know how to transform. But why did Shirori know more about breaking the curse than he did? After Sanda transformed, his original knife wounds healed instantly. As long as there were children who believed in Santa Claus, he would possess incredible powers. At this point, Sanda decided to help Shirori. But soon, another problem arose. He found himself with presbyopia, and his body, now over 2 meters tall, felt very uncomfortable. In his excitement, he absent-mindedly ate some gummy bears, which were his way of relieving stress. However, he never expected that after eating the candy, he would return to his original body. Later, the two returned to their normal classes. Even though Sanda